At the beginning of this year, I decided to take up some singing lessons. And so my friend Andrea referred me to the best singing teacher in the world. I'll post her details below. And I was very clear about why I was embarking on this journey. It was not to become the next superstar. You see, at best, I am a very average singer. And when I say this to people, they're like, come on, I'm sure you're much better than that. But actually, no, I'm not. And so my intention on going into this journey was to work with the blockages that I had experienced throughout my life with my throat chakra. In fact, even doing this was one of the reasons that that strongly pushed me into being able to unlock and unblock a part of myself that had felt very constricted for a long time. So anyway, what is it, 10 months in, and I'd been pushing back around singing on stage in front of an audience for a long time. And a week ago, Andrea, Karen, and I went through to sing on stage. And I'm standing on stage and thinking, what am I doing here? I came into this to unblock my throat chakra, and here I am standing on stage in front of people. And I wish that I could tell you it was the kind of story where there was a talent agent in the crowd that came up to me afterward and said, Benita, you are what we've been waiting for. Can we sign you up now? But spoiler alert, it is absolutely not that kind of story. I stood on stage, I forgot my words. I made up words as I went along. When I get nervous, I laugh, sometimes quite inappropriately, and I get this line of perspiration on my upper lip. So I was standing on stage, not remembering any of the words of a song that I'd sung hundreds of times, with this drip, this water moustache dripping down my cheeks, and thinking, what the heck am I doing here? And I'd never felt so alive. And I'm not just saying that, because the truth is, ever since coming back from Egypt, my biggest undertaking has been to immerse myself in my physical body. I'm very good at the elevation piece, meditation and all of those other things, but it's being in physical body that I've come to realize is the work that I need to do. And this was not an out-of-body experience. It was a fully immersive in-body experience. And it was so interesting because I could smell everything, I could hear everything, I could see everything brighter, I could feel my heart beating in my chest. It was incredibly, incredibly powerful, and exactly what I needed to do to get this mind-body connect in play. So why is it so important? Why do we need to connect mind and body? Well, it's for the simple reason that for so much of our time, we are spending our lives really operating from the mind. Now remember, if this was not a body experience, I would have remembered the words, because at a cognitive level, I knew these words off by heart. But when I went into body, with the sensory input, I wasn't able to remember the words and to just perform in the way that I'd anticipated. When we connect mind and body, and when we synthesize the two, we are able to live life in literal full color. We are able to connect with what's happening in our body. We're able to connect better in our relationships. We're able to connect better at a sensory level with every single thing that we do in life. We're able to draw in better focus, better performance, better concentration. It's the next level. And for me, this is, in terms of human well-being and the next terrain for us, this is where our superpower lies, in connecting mind and body. So how do we do this? The gut-brain connection is ground zero. That is exactly where it starts. Brain to gut and this feedback loop. What are you eating? How is it impacting your body? Is it elevating or is it de-elevating you? Breath work is very powerful because breath work brings you into the body. But remember, if you're doing breath work, you need to be doing grounding breath work practices. A lot of breath work practices focus on the elevation. We want to do the elevation, but we also want to ground into the physical body. That's really important. Anything that keeps you in body and gets you out of your mind. This is why there's so much talk about finding your passion, about doing things that you enjoy, because it becomes a physical experience that connects mind and body. You're not just sitting in the mental part of your mind. Have a beautiful week, and I hope that this has helped and given you some food for thought.